Hey guys, Mistress Penelope here. First off, I want to say happy Pride. Last time we talked about the G-spot, female ejaculation, and squirting. So I wanted to double back real quick. I know that we talk a lot about, male-female problems, but I just wanted to be all-inclusive and say, hey, I didn't mean to really just single out, hey, keep your guy interested. Like, keep your girl interested too, right? So moving on from there, like I said, happy Pride. I've got my Love Yourself shirt on and my rainbow gear. And, that's all to celebrate Pride and masturbation, which is our topic this week. So here I have my little table of things, and I wanted to talk about the importance of masturbation and, the benefits, including lowering the blood pressure, lowering the stress levels, and even lengthening the lifespan. Believe it or not, if you look it up, there is some research on that. So that's fun, too. So I am going to turn to my little table here. First off, I always talk about toy cleaner. Please clean your toys. Please clean your toys. Whether it be after you use it or if you keep it out in the open, please probably clean it like after and before you use it. But nobody wants bacterial vaginosis and nobody wants any STDs, stuff like that. Just clean your toys. Very important. Another thing that I wanted to discuss today real quick, self-confidence. I think that, a lot of people, in order to be honest with even themselves during masturbation or with their partner during sex, they need to be confident in what they want. They need to be confident in their delivery, confident in communication, and, we kind of need to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, what is it that I really want? And whether that be masturbation, we need to not be afraid of giving that to ourselves. Part of that is accepting our anatomy. I want to note that sex organs are not sexy. They're not sexy at all. All penises and vaginas look different. Don't be embarrassed, especially when you're having sex with somebody for the first time, or even it's really hard if you've had a relationship for a really long time. A lot of people put on some weight and you're kind of self-conscious about that. Just try not to be, and if you are, like I said before, communicate with your partner. I think it will help. Maybe they can offer you some reassurance, or it will just help if they know certain things, so that way they can avoid, doing certain things or saying certain things, or, they can help you kind of keep in the moment, whatever it might be. Self-confidence is very important, and that's kind of my next conversation is porn. It's important if you want to view porn, if you want to watch porn with a partner. Self-confidence really needs to be there, or else, I'm not going to lie, it used to bother me because I was just so down on myself. I didn't think I was attractive, and, my partner at the time was not very nice to me, and that probably had something to do with it. But as long as you have self-confidence, let's all accept it. We don't have the same bodies. We don't. Like I said, everybody's sex organs, they look kind of funny and they look different. Somehow we're still intrigued and we want to see those. So don't be embarrassed about what you've got. Chances are you've got an accepting partner who is either open to, seeing a bunch of different shapes and sizes and colors, or they love you for who you are and they don't care what it looks like. It's attractive to them as long as you're happy and you're in the moment and you're really enjoying yourself. So moving on, you know, that is a nice little kind of, you know, segue, I guess, into my table here, which I always have. I've got my porn on there, which is kind of why I said that. And some more porn. So these are bought at the local sex toy store, but you can buy them other places. This is a Hustler letter edition. So this has got 35 uncensored hardcore Hustler letters. I think that females more than males would be interested in this, because, you know, we're kind of like mentally stimulated. I'm not saying males wouldn't be interested, but, yeah, it's kind of like a lot of reading, but you can use your imagination more than just like watching a DVD or porn on the internet. Speaking of DVDs, I've got one that came for free with this here, just for a show. Hey, there's still DVDs out there. They come with magazines, or you can go find them specifically. This one is Barely Legal 163 Halloween Special. Oh, and they also included as a bonus Barely Legal 158 My First Black Cock. So if you're looking for something a little adventurous, they do kind of like randomly slip these in with the mag packs or the single magazines or the Hustler letters or whatever, for customer enjoyment, a little added bonus. Or like I said, you can seek out DVDs on their own. There are many websites nowadays, YouPorn, Pornhub, RedTube, if that still exists, I don't know. But there's so many different places that you can find porn for free without paying for it. So if that's something that you want to do for masturbation purposes, especially, or with a partner even, yeah, definitely check it out. Bunch of different kinds of porn out there. So many different genres. Bet they have what you're looking for. The next thing on my table here is lubricants. This is Uber Lube. I love Uber Lube. This is silicone based. I highly recommend it. This is crazy. It's got vitamin E oil. It's so silky. It's soft. Highly recommend this, especially for masturbation. If you're using your hands, yeah, silicone, why not, right? And this is a really great one. It's a good quality one, so I would highly recommend it. Another little brand I have here is Swiss Navy. They make things for anal as well, but in terms of masturbatory help, we've got a little silicone lubricant here. They make water-based, warming, whatever you need. So, I think that I just want to pause here, because I don't have anything on my table that is makeshift. But I did want to talk about kind of making your own rules when it comes to masturbation. A lot of people, especially when they're first starting out masturbating, or, you know, if they don't have a lot of sex toys or a lot of money to buy sex toys, or even if it's just a fetish. Some people like to use things around the house to masturbate. I've heard of guys using like melons or grapefruits, or, I mean, if you use a grapefruit, be careful, because I imagine that might sting if you have like a little cut or some kind of pimple, or I don't even know. But I'm just saying, I'm not a guy, I've never done that. But there's, you know, for females, like I've heard of like literally like cucumbers and corn, and even I had a joke with me and my friends that I kept referring to Benoit fruit, because some people will put fruit in their vagina. So I don't know. I guess it's all up to preference. Like, if you're going to use something dry or something with bacteria, I recommend using a condom on it, just to prevent, you know, crumbs or cross-contamination. You don't want, like I said, a bacterial infection or anything. don't want to throw off your pH and get all funky. So definitely there are many other things around the house. I've heard of, like, I don't know, electric toothbrushes and using your bedpost, or, you know, like, there are so many different other things that you can do, you know, if you don't have the toys for what you want. So speaking of toys, I've got back to my table here. I did go out and purchase some things for males as well as females. I mean, why not? I'm going to treat myself, right? But I've got some things over here that I wanted to show you guys. Two products here. I guess they might technically both be like pocket pussies. This one is more of a pocket pussy, and this one is more of like a stroker. This one is a Tanga egg. We'll start there. Tanga egg. It's made of elastomer. It is not going to break, despite how much my boyfriend thinks he will bust this thing after I shoot this. I guarantee it's not going to break. This little guy, it comes in an egg. You take off the little wrapper and crack it open. And so this here contains, not only does it contain this, you can see it's textured on the inside in true Tanga fashion. Look up Tanga, you'll understand. But it comes with this little, like, thing that guys can just fuck, I guess, and some lube in a little packet. So that's cool. They really want you guys to be prepared. So that's rad, and it's a great idea. This is disposable, you know, it's sanitary. I suppose you probably could reuse it if you'd like. But like I said, wash your toys, definitely. Cheap option though. This here was $9.99 plus tax. At your local sex store, you likely will find other things. There are jacket pads, and sleeves. Those are around the same price. There are minimally more expensive strokers. And the next step up, I would say would be something like I have here next. Tanga, though, they've got spinners, they have cubes, they've got these eggs, they have the flip, lots of different products for men. If you need some kind of relief that feels a little bit more realistic, I would say, you know, without the price there, I would say go for a Tanga. But next step up, strokers. This here is from Pipe Dream. It was $13 plus tax. This has got like lifelike skin. It's called Fanta Flesh. This is the sorority snatch. They make buttholes and vaginas and mouths. This one is a vagina. So I'm just going to show you guys. It's about this big. It's probably like, I don't know, 5 inches or so. It's pretty stretchy. And it's got like a vagina opening. This one, people, I mean, I imagine somebody would be more likely to be able to break, but it's not that expensive, so it's still like disposable. This one would be harder to clean out, but if you're going to try to reuse it, definitely try to clean it and use some refreshing powder. If you don't know what that is, please look it up and you will thank me later. If you've got, you know, a fleshlight or a stroker and you don't know what that is, please look it up. It will help prolong the life of your toys and help it maintain the like nice silky smooth feeling that it's got right out of the box. I'm going to put that back away and you know, I might play with that later with somebody. But yeah, the sorority snatch, interesting. They've got ones that are bigger. There's things called PDX fuckers, or like ones from the same company, I think. Pipe Dream, I don't know, but it's Fuck Me Silly. There's like all kinds of like fuck dolls and like half bodies and torsos and stuff made out of this material. If you want something a little bit bigger, if you want to use your imagination, like, you know, get your feel on for a masturbation device, yeah, why not, right? If you're a dude and you're wanting to get some relief, I can imagine doing something like that. On that note, a lot of stores will take, and websites will take, custom orders for like a real life kind of Fanta Flesh sex doll. So that's interesting too. That's something that's becoming more and more common. And, you know, if you don't have a lady in your life and you want one, why not? I mean, and for that matter, happy Pride, if you don't have a guy in your life, there's a lot of different male ones for gay men too, to penetrate, and that's fun. I really wanted to buy one, but you know, my boyfriend kind of made fun of me, and other than demonstrations, I didn't really know what I would use it for, so I didn't. But you know, they've got like the butt and like the penis hanging out back, or they've got like a butt and you flip it around and it's got a dick, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Definitely fun stuff, but pretty expensive. I mean, it's an investment, but like I said, toy cleaner and refreshing powder, and you know, you could definitely keep the quality of those for quite some time. So a next thing that I want to touch on is anal play. Masturbatory anal play, in addition to jerking off or, you know, penetrating yourself. If you're a woman, definitely, why not? Go for it, right? Lube her on up. It's all up to what you want to do, like whatever you're comfortable with. So one thing that I also wanted to talk about this year, perfect for female masturbation, is the new Sensual brand. This is the Gemini XLR 8. So that's pretty fancy of a name, but there's probably a reason, because it took some time for them to develop this. This here, it just turns on. You can hear it's pretty powerful. It's got 2 motors, 15 different settings, and a power boost. So this is curved, contoured, to get right onto the G-spot. And you've got these buttons, very accessible at the end for, you know, if you're maneuvering on yourself. Fun little toy, definitely. Would recommend, 10 out of 10. Something like this is great if you want to use it in addition to a clitoral stimulator. If you're a female, yeah, that'll get you there pretty fast, I think. Yeah. So something pretty intense that I have for females. I will talk about male kind of mechanical devices in a minute, but I wanted to kind of unbox this here. This is the first one of these that I've ever had. It is the Evolved brand, Thrust and Go. So this is meant to be sort of like a portable masturbatory machine. They have many of these for females, but actually a lot of them have male attachments now. They're large, and they, you know, have giant thrusters on them, and they cost a lot of money. The cowgirl saddle, like the Sabian or Saban, I don't know. That kind of thing. Very expensive. There's a lot of different big toys out there. But if you can afford it and that's what you want, like, go for it. I someday wish that, you know, I imagine that I'll have like a sex dungeon with all that kind of stuff. sex swings and whatever. But in terms of masturbation, there's so much out there, like hippity hops. I think you saw my, maybe, you know, you should probably go back if you haven't and watch the last episode. But you probably, or should see my masturbatory, like, it's a bouncy ball with a dick on it. And they make hippity hops like that are probably like way more effective for masturbation. Thinking about it, that's kind of what I wanted when I bought that one. But yeah, definitely bigger things are available in the bedroom for you to help yourself. Or, you know, your partner can watch you help yourself, or whatever is going on. This, though, back to my product that I have here. This comes with 2 different shafts, the thruster, and it's like a mounter kind of silicone suction cup. This can go on walls, it can go on floors, it can go on mirrors, it can, you know, I haven't actually looked up whether or not this should go in the shower, but I'm going to say no. Some of them might, but this one, no. So this is pretty cool. It is $100, $109, I believe this one was, but it's still pretty awesome. You kind of just set it up. And I'm going to choose the bumpy attachment this time, just for the purposes of demonstration. So this here, you can see it adjusts, and then you can like tighten it at whatever angle that you would like it, and you can put this suction cup on stuff and it locks right on, so that's pretty rad. I'm just going to turn it on and show you what it does. So you can go like faster. It's got a vibration setting. And this one I'm pretty sure it's for like glow in the dark, you know, and if you're in the dark and you want to play and kind of see. And I love purple, so this is great. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, yes. They sell these that have remotes. It's really awesome. There's a lot of kind of toys like this. And yeah, I'm just going to say, from experience, I can say, you can like literally just kneel over this and let it go to town, and you know, maybe use a clitoral stimulator like we talked about before. And, you know, it's going to get you there. I mean, speaking from experience, yeah, that's going to get you there. So, comparative to something like this for a man, I would say, there's a brand called Zolo, Z-O-L-O. And they make a number of different strokers. They make the automatic blowjob and the tornado and the Zeppelin and all kinds of different machines that they kind of have different motions. Some of them vibrate, some of them have heating. Like, there's all sorts of artificial intelligence machines out there for men as well. Arcwave is another good one. It's more like air pressure on the penis when you insert it. It's got like a sensor. There's so many different things out there for men and women that we can definitely, you know, get some relief, relieve some stress, bring down the blood pressure. We need to make sure that we're healthy in the sex department. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Masturbation is very healthy. So definitely would try out some of this stuff. Obviously, like, I'm a female, and I even wanted to buy this stuff just to show you how cool it is. I had a hard time, you know. So, keeping in tradition, last time I introduced kind of a Q&A with my viewers, and this time I received a question, is it gay if a man wants to have their butt penetrated? And the answer to that is no. It's not a gay tendency. I think that prostate massagers and anal play, you know, in the straight community even, is becoming more and more popular. It's not something to be afraid of. It's definitely doesn't mean that you're homosexual. I know that me and my partner enjoy stuff, you know, for both of us all the time. So it doesn't mean that you're gay. And I wouldn't be worried about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this week I didn't get a lot of different questions, and I'd like to get more questions from you. If you want to DM me, direct message, or email me, I'll try to check my email this week as well. I'll try to answer your questions, but please, like one of the memes I posted very recently said, just because I want to help you folks, you know, I want to help everybody, and I really am sex positive, doesn't mean that I necessarily want to sleep with all of you fellas out there. It's no offense to you. I'd like to help you with your problems. You know, you can come in and have a good time on Saturday nights, but please, I don't want to see any dick pics in my DMs. It's just something that I don't want to see. So if you could send me some kind of questions for next segment, that would be great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that I've got for you tonight. I know it was a little bit short, but next time I will hopefully have a guest host for you, and you know, it'll help kind of make it a full, fun episode. So until next week, happy Saturday. This has been Penelope, and I just want you all to love yourself. Happy Pride. Happy coitus. I'll see you next time.